Hello everyone, welcome. In this video, let us solve this question. So we have a square minus ab is equal to 14, equation 1, and b square plus ab is equal to 60, equation 2. Now the goal here is to solve for the values of a and b. So the value of a, question mark, and the value of b, question mark. To do this, solution. The first thing we're going to do is that we'll suppose that, okay, b is equal to ax. Let's assume that b equals to ax, and then we'll start the value of b into the two equations. So from equation 1, we have it that a squared minus ab is equal to 14, equation 1, right? So a squared then minus a times b then becomes ax. So ax is equal to 14. With this, a squared minus a times ax is a squared x is equal to 14. With this, a squared is common. Factorize out a squared, then if you bring out a squared from here, you have 1 minus, if you bring out a squared from a squared x, you are left with x is equal to 14. With this, you have equation 3. Okay, now from equation 2, that b squared plus ab is equal to 60, right? Now the value of b is ax, so ax all squared, right, plus a, then b is ax is equal to 60. Ax all squared is a squared x squared, then plus a times ax is a squared x is then equal to 60. At this junction, a squared is common, so factorize out a squared. So a squared in bracket, if you bring out a squared from here, we are left with x squared. Also a squared from here, you have plus x is then equal to 60. With this, we have equation 4. Okay, then equation 3, right, divided by equation 4. If we divide equation 3 by equation 4, equation 3 is a squared in brackets 1 minus x, right, is equal to 14. And equation 4 is a squared in bracket x squared plus x is equal to 60. Now divide this, okay, such that you have this. A squared will divide a squared, right? You are left with 1 minus x over x squared plus x is equal to, now 14 over 60 is equal to 7 over 30. At this junction, cross multiply such that 30 multiply 1 minus x and 7 multiply x squared plus x. Now 7 times this, 7 times x squared plus x is equal to 30 times 1 minus x, 30 times 1 minus x, okay, 1 minus x. With this, 7 times x squared is 7x squared, 7 times plus x is plus 7x, okay, is then equal to 30 times 1 is 30, then 30 times minus x is minus 30x, okay, good. With this, let's then move 30 and minus 30x to this side of the equation. So you have 7x squared from here, then plus 7x. Now move minus 30x, that becomes plus 30x. Also move plus 30, that becomes minus 30. And what you have right here is then equal to 0, okay? So you have 7x squared plus 7x plus 30x is equal to plus 37x, right? Then minus 30 is equal to 0. At this junction, we are then going to factorize. So 7 times 30 is 210, right? 210. And this 37x right here, two factors that I can multiply that will give us 210 is 42 and 5, okay? Also, the two factors, if you subtract or add them, right, will it give us 37x? Okay, now trying it out, if you say 42 minus 5, right, it will give us 37, right? So in replace of this, we have 42x, then minus 5x. We then replace 37x with 42x minus 5x. So we're going to have 7x squared, then plus 42x, and then minus 5x, then minus 30 is equal to 0. At this junction, factorizing this first group, 7x is common. If we bring out 7x from 7x squared, we have x, then plus Bringing out 7x from 42x, we are left with 6. Also, from this group right here, minus 5 is common. So bringing out minus 5 from here, we have it that x is remaining. Then minus 5 from minus 30, we have plus 6. So this is then equal to 0, okay? Now, we have two common factors, x plus 6, x plus 6, pick one. So x plus 6, and then we have 7x minus 5. Put that also in one bracket. 7x minus 5 is all equal to 0, okay? At this junction, x plus 6 is equal to 0, x plus 6 equals 0, or 7x minus 5 equals 0. 7x minus 5 is equal to 0. Now, from here, 7x is then equal to plus 5. To then solve for x, divide by 7. Okay, 7 cancel 7. You have x is equal to 5 over 7. So, the value of x1 is equal to minus 6, or value of x2 is equal to 5 over 7. Good. Now, with this, right, recall that b is equal to ax. So recall that b is equal to ax, right? So we are then going to substitute the value of x, x1 and x2 into the value for b. Okay, good. Now, for the value of x1, which equals minus 6, imputing this into b equals to ax, so b is then equal to a times x as minus 6. Okay, so then b is then equal to minus 6a. Good. So we'll then put this into equation 1. Now equation 1 is a squared minus ab is equal to 14, right? So b is then minus 6a. So a squared minus a times b is minus 6a is then equal to 14. So from here, x squared, now minus a times minus 6a is plus 6a squared is equal to 14. A squared plus 6a squared is 7a squared is equal to 14. Then to solve for a squared, over 7 over 7, 7 divided 7, you have a squared is equal to 14 over 7 is equal to 2. Okay, but the goal is to solve for a, not a squared. So square root both sides to remove the square. Okay, good. Now we will square root both sides. So a squared is equal to square root of 2. Now square will cancel square root. You are left with a is then equal to, we have plus or minus square root of 2, such that we then have two solutions or values of a. So a1 is equal to plus root 2 and a2 is equal to minus root 2. Okay, with this, let's then solve for the value of b. But don't forget that initially b is equal to ax, okay, from the beginning. So with this, you can then put in the value of a1 and a2 to get the respective value of b1 and b2. So b1 is then equal to a1 times x, right? So b1 is equal to a1 is root 2, right, times the value of x1 is minus 6, so minus 6. With this, b1 is then equal to minus 6 root 2. Okay, also for the value of b2, okay, is equal to a2 times the value of x. So b2 is then equal to a2 is minus root 2, so minus root 2 times the value of x is minus 6, so minus 6. So b2 is then equal to minus root 2 times minus 6 is equal to 6 root 2. So with this, we've gotten the value of a1, b1, a2, and b2 for x1 is equal to minus 6. With this, let us then write down our solution for the value of a and b. So in brackets, a comma b, right, is equal to, in brackets, the value of a1 is root 2, so root 2, comma, b1 is minus 6 root 2, minus 6 root 2, okay. The value of a2 here is minus root 2, comma, the value of b2 here is 6 root 2. And this is the solution for x1 is equal to minus 6, okay. Let us then solve for the value of a and b for the second value of x. For the value of x2, so for x2, which equals 5 over 7, let us then solve for the value of b and a. Now recall that b is equal to ax, right? So b is then equal to, now a, x is 5 over 7, so 5 over 7a, Okay, good. So with this from equation 1, which is a square minus ab is equal to 14, equation 1, right? Then inputting b as 5 over 7a into this, a square minus a times b is 5 over 7a, okay, then is equal to 14. So a squared minus a times 5 over 7a is minus 5 over 7a squared is equal to 14. Okay, at this junction, right, this LCM is 7, right? 1 will go in 7, 7 times a square is 7a square, then minus 7 will divide 7, 1 times 5a square is minus 5a squared is equal to 14, right? So with this, 7a squared minus 5a squared is 2a squared, then over 7 is equal to 14. So over 1, then cross multiply shows that 2a squared times 1 is equal to 2a squared, then is equal to 7 times 14 is 98. So to then solve for a squared over 2, 2 divided 2, what you have is a squared is equal to 98 over 2 is 49. To then solve for a, right, we square root both sides. So square root of 49. Now, square will cancel square root. You have a is equal to, this then become plus or minus. Now, root of 49 is 7. So with this, a1 is equal to plus 7, while a2 is equal to minus 7. Okay, good. Now, we've gotten the value of a1 and a2. Let us then get the value of b1 and b2 for x2 is equal to 5 over 7. Okay, now, from here, that b is equal to ax, right? Now for a1, b1 is equal to a1 times x, right? So b1 is then equal to a1 is 7 plus 7. So 7 times x is, the value of x is 5 over 7. So 5 over 7. With this, 7 we divide 7. b1 is equal to 5. Okay, good. Now to then solve for b2, so b2 is then equal to, working with this, it becomes a2 times x. Okay, so b2 now is equal to, the value of a2 is minus 7. So minus 7 times x is 5 over 7. 5 over 7. So 7 divided 7, you have b2 is equal to minus 1 times 5 is minus 5. So with this, we've gotten the value of b2, okay, b1, a2, and a1. With this, let us then write down the solution that we got. So a and b, right, is equal to, now value of a1 is plus 7. So 7, comma, b1 is 5. Then a2 is minus 7, while b2 is minus 5, okay? And these are the values of a and b respectively for this set of equations, okay? Good. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like the video, share the video to your friend, and also subscribe to my channel. Subscribe now. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.